Hey guys, I'm Matt Lighty, and this video, just want to say beforehand, is sponsored, but it's not sponsored by the gacha game I'm playing. It's sponsored by a wonderful hot sauce company that you're going to see the ads for in a second. I was contacted by this company through a mutual friend, and they sent me some of their hot sauce, and it was really tasty. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll do a little thing. And aside from that, just enjoy the video. If you're curious about a day in the life of me playing this game that you sometimes will see on stream. That's it. I've been Matt Lighty, and this is the... Okay, good. Go. This video is sponsored by Maddie's Hot Sauce. Now, it's not me, Maddie as in Matt Lighty, but just another dude whose name is Maddie. He sent me a couple, the variety pack of these hot sauces. I enjoyed all of them. I thought I would like the chipotle one the most, but I actually like the caper one the most. I'm like a huge caper guy. The chipotle one I used like on eggs and stuff. The cilantro one was great on tacos. You could read the about us and like learn about the dude. Just a guy and his wife who's been making hot sauce. He's very mom and pop like type dude. They have a little online store. You could buy a variety pack and you could use the promo code for a discount and such. And below, and then I get some sort of kickback. Yeah, if you like hot sauces, it's a cool little holiday gift or something to try out. They're gonna have more flavors coming out soon, so you might see that on the horizon. But that's all there is to it. I'm Matt Lighty. This is Maddie's Hot Sauce. Not me, but another Matt, and can't have enough Matts in this world. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so hey guys, this is Matt Lighty, and I'm making this video upon heavy request that this isn't going to be like a series or anything like that. This is like a one-time video showing what I do in this game, because sometimes people see it on stream. So this is the game called Watcher of Realms, all right? It is a tower-based gacha game. I've played them before. Many people know of like me through the Raid series, and that is free to play, but I stopped playing Raid because it became too difficult with the constrictions I had on the account, like challenge based, and also it takes up way too much time. You could easily spend 6 to 8 hours a day playing Raid, and this game I spend about 15 minutes playing daily, and then if I want to spend more time, because a lot of the times during the week I'm accruing resources, at the weekends I'll spend resources, and then maybe I could sit there for an hour or two. But realistically, like, there's no way I could ever spend more than an hour playing this game in one sitting, because I do all my things, and then I move on pretty much from what I'm doing. So, I'm going to show you what a very simple day in the life of me playing this game looks like, because if you're ever interested in a game like this, it is free-to-play friendly, although the way I play it is what I would consider like, it's basically subscription-based, because there's a pass you can buy in the game for, I think it averages to like $6 a month or $5 a month. That makes the game much nicer, and I just pay that, so that's like my amount I'm spending. So I spend the $5 or $6 a month for the like premium pass, and that's my spending on the game. Okay, so I start the game when I first log in every day. There's a daily sign-in, so I click that. There's a lot of things to do and a lot of activities and pop-ups and such, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Half of the game is legit following like the red dots or activities that I have to do, especially when you log in. There's a ton of stuff, and one of the things I have to do is I have to run some dungeons. So I'm going to pick Gear Raid 2, which gets me gear with these sets. I'm at stage 19, it's the highest I could do. And a nice thing about this game, which makes it so quality of life and respecting of the player's time, is I could run things in the background. So I'm going to run 24 of these battles. It costs this much energy. That's running in the background. I can go check on that later. And I could do other stuff while that's happening now, which is great. So I upgraded my dock over here. Boom, that's done. I can now send some boats out. So I'm going to do that. That's another activity. So let's send out these boats there. Boom, that's done. See you in an hour. Collect something from this little dragon here. A lot of stuff isn't going to make sense without context, but so every day you can also claim free stuff from the shop. This is their way of advertising to you, because there's not that many pop-ups throughout the day, right? But you can get these sort of pop-ups, like you'll get the free stuff, and obviously on the way, you know, like you have to look at stuff. So it's kind of like when you're at checkout in a grocery store, and it's like, you know, I'm here to check out and buy my groceries, and it's like, yeah, but you gotta look at all this stuff, these magazines, Time magazines and such. Okay, upgrading this. Boom, that's done. Talk to this guy. This is my login timer, so I've logged in for 90 minutes because I leave this game on overnight, so I always have all these things checked off when I wake up in the morning. There's my mine. That's done. Cool, mine level 7. We're goated with the sauce. Let me claim my shit from it. Just upgrading my new functions. Okay. Let's see what's down here in the guild. A lot of guild activities for the week. I could donate to our guild to get some guild goodies. There you go, guild. I don't actually know where these things go when I donate them. It's like going into the void, but sure. There's my guild quest. There's one there. We've completed one as a guild, so that's done. I have to clear promotion rate in every difficulty 3 times. Sure, I could do that. I'll pick. I don't know which one I need the most materials from, but we'll just pick Marksman because I picked it arbitrarily. I'll run that 3 times, so I can't run this in the background because I already have something running in the background. That's going to run in the foreground. So this is, I just have to wait. Now, when you have something running automatically, it's going to be in, you can either toggle it for 1 to 2 times speed. If you have the pass thing I was talking about, it goes up to 3.5 times speed. So it literally is running the game faster in auto battle settings. Not to mention, like, when you're first clearing a stage in any sort of tower defense way, after you clear it 1 time, you have this massive bonus here. So after you've perfectly cleared a stage, then everyone gets plus 30% stats, which makes it infinitely easier to do. So it's kind of like, as long as you could squeak by and legally clear it once, it'll automatically clear it. You know, from henceforth, it will never be close again, because you have 30% more damage and attack speed and life and whatever. That makes it so much easier. So that's why it's always worth trying to push as high as you can. So I've cleared the stage 1 time, I got 2 more to go, and then that quest is done for the day. The quests kind of change every day a little bit. There's daily quests, weekly quests, monthly quests, quests for your guild specifically. There's a lot of activities. So that's why, like, if you're trying to think about, like, a standard gacha game, right, if you're not spending money, if you're free to play, or extremely low spend like I am, you're expected to probably not be able to gamble or pull every weekend to try to get new units and, like, new cool stuff. But this game, honestly, I've not seen an issue with at all. It's by far the most free-to-play friendly game I've seen, and the one that I enjoyed the most, and it's the most respecting of my time, that's kind of the trifecta for me. Like, I want a game, a gacha game, because I like the format. I like the tower defense aspect of it. I like that it doesn't take very long in my entire day. Like, this video is going to be unedited, so this is also off of a Monday, so this is the weekly reset technically takes a little bit longer. But even then, it's like not going to take that long. And yeah, I'm just going to do my basic daily activities. Then if there's extra stuff, I'll do it maybe later tonight if I have time, but not a big deal. You have all week to do that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's just very comfy. And you know, all these games are just kind of math also, because you're talking about units doing X amount of damage with certain speeds and breakpoints and that sort of stuff. It can be fun to delve into also, but if you just like to not think about it and just do it really easily, that also works. You can pretty much get in what you put out. I'm not sponsored by them. And this video is sponsored, but not by Watcher Realms, which I think you saw at the beginning, which is funny, because it's probably going to confuse people, and they're like, oh, this video says ad, but it's not an ad for Watch Realms, it's an ad for a hot sauce company, so, you know. The old Lighty special. Alright, so those are my 3 battles done. I got some medals for promoting people. We're getting out of there, and we're on to the next activity. So, next activity is I see some stuff to collect up here. This is from Guild Wars. I will claim all of that. Thank you. I must have missed something at some point. Alright, we have our shop. I haven't purchased anything from the shop today. You get a bunch of free resets. I pretty much just purchase energy, and then shards, and then multi-battles. You get a bunch of free resets, though. So I'm going to see if I get... There's some more energy. It's almost always worth purchasing stuff from the shop. There's a shard to pull. And these newer shards they added, the more expensive ones are not worth it, in my opinion. But these are good. This is good. And then another one there. You can see how many like resources you get. It's kind of crazy. And that's it. I've purchased all the things I could purchase. I haven't bought my thing from the guild shop yet. Let me buy my legendary skill crystal. That's once a week, I believe. And then we got 2 more shards here. You're just accruing resources like crazy. Oh, this is for the end of the arena week. Oh, look, I'm in Platinum 1 for the reset. Cool. I could purchase these. Boom. I could purchase this for the day. I could purchase this for the week. Look at me go. Alright, now we're on to the next shop. I could purchase this. Gotten an ancient crystal. And this I have nothing for. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's all my purchasing from the shop I could do. Let us move on to... I have to do 1 arena battle. This is you're playing against other people, but you're basically like base racing them, and everything you've done you could save as an auto fight. So that's why like once you have it done once, you're locked in forever to just hit auto fight. If you change any units out, you're gonna have to redo stuff because the comp is different, right? But this is like a base race, and my framework has not changed, so I could just hit auto. I can watch this happen. We will be able to pull, I think we're able to have to pull a couple shards today, because I think the weekly has us pull, well, the daily has us pull 1 shard a day. And then you can see all the rates and what your mercy's at for that. But this is pretty chill, so we have to do this still. I have no idea if I'm going to win or lose this. It's up in the air. But we will see. Yep, you just have to kill the wave before the opponent does, and if you do, the dude starts zapping their tower. And then it just keeps escalating until someone's tower blows up. That's it. That's the entire thing. Okay, I won that round. So until they kill those units, he's going to start zapping their thing. And they're not doing great. I think I just win. Yep. All right. There we go. Victorious. That's my 1 battle for the day. You have to do like I think 30 a month. So if you just do all your daily activities appropriately, you know, with this amount of time, then you end up getting it all done, and you're totally good. I do see a free battle though. I'll take this. Some guy has a 1-person defense. Don't see these too often, but I'm not going to say no to a free win here. You will lose instantly. God bless. Yeah, every weekend's like they have different events for when you have to use your shards and pull to try to get new units and such. And yeah, those are fun. You get some of them. I don't always pull every weekend. I almost always do, because there's going to be like at least a 2 times rate event. Sometimes there's increased chance of getting specific champions. Sometimes there's a 2 times with specific chances, or sometimes there's events for like forming champions out of fragments and such. Okay, we should be doing that. All right, now what else? Let us check. We have our guild quests. The Drake's Chasm I could do also, but let's also claim our goodies from here. That's our weekly dude. Boom. Free goodies. These are done, so we have to run these. Must have just forgot to do this yesterday, I guess. I didn't have any loot sitting in here. But we could do this also. This takes the most time, I would say. IRL time. This is like our guild boss we fight. Again, it's once you have the setup done, you're just hitting auto and waiting. But like the fiddling with getting a better time or like a higher amount of damage or getting past certain breakpoints, that's kind of what you work towards. Once it's automated, it's just this is like the day in the life portion, you know? But that can be fun. If you're like on the precipice, you'll see at the end here, I'll be at the highest possible amount for this stage, which is Nightmare 3, the second highest guild boss. And I also do the highest one, but I don't get as far. Typically have the audio muted, but I turned it on just for the video because, you know, everything's also playing in 3.5 speed, which I think is funny. Because they're triggering their abilities in such quick succession that their audio lines are overlapping. This is a 4.5 minute fight, so 3.5 minutes faster, so about a minute and change. You gotta do, I think it is 18,000 damage to him on this one, and then the next one's 50,000 damage, so that one's significantly harder to do, but I clear 18,000 very easily on this one. It took a little bit of time. My account's like, what, 3-4 months in or something? So, yeah. Okay, so that's 20,000 there. That is totally done. Boom. On to the next one. It's this one. This is the hardest difficulty at the moment. This one, I am not at being able to 1-key it. That's really, really difficult. I think you need like very specific units, and even then your gear probably has to be crazy to actually get that amount of damage in one key. There's like a bunch of achievements and stuff and titles you can get and like little RP things like player frames and new avatars and badges and such to like denote that, hey, I've done this super expensive rare thing, you know. I don't really have any of those, obviously, because I've not been playing that long. But one day, you know, the desire to keep playing is still there. It's very, again, the longer I play the game, the actually more fun it gets, because the more resources I passively accrue and the less time I have to spend doing things. Although it's like, there's a bit of a honeymoon phase in the beginning because you're progressing so fast. So it's a combination of both. Like, it's definitely a very fun game to play. I just was able to make it past this breakpoint recently. It required me to, I think, just get slightly better gear on my little robot guy in the back, and that was able to do it. But, yep, we're running out of time here in a second. And I'll be at 20, yeah, bang on 20, pretty much right where the other team fights. So, that's good. You can see the next breakpoint, I believe it's 50 or something crazy. Yeah, 50. That's a fucking gap, 20 to 50. Not quite there yet. Okay, so there's our guild quests done. This is our guild. This is our guild stuff. I have to set up my teams for the guild wars, but I'll do that later. That's like a more whatever activity. All right, maybe it's time to. Oh, thank you. I know about the guild wars. The value pack. It's very value. I have a demon soldier I can upgrade. These are like part of the guild war thing where you play the enemies and you have to send in units to like fight other players' teams. It's kind of fun. Let's check our quests. These are our actual daily quests here. So claim all. I think I have most of them done. I have to give friendship points. This is a little system to say hello to friends. Okay, that's done. I have to clear the onslaught one time. Onslaught's a wave-based mechanic. That's in the tide. I'm stuck at wave 143, so I can't do it, but I can just claim the loot every day from up to that point. And I can skip it. So this is all my free stuff for the day there. I could put some points into these talents, though, which on paper should make it easier to do, but it's still real difficult for me. And I'm trying. I don't really know the right order to fill things up, but I've just been going all 10s and all, you know, 10s across the board. We'll see if that does anything useful. Okay, let's leave there. What other quests we got left? We have clear faction trial one time. All right. Faction trial is if you're doing a specific faction. So for me, it's the Infernal faction. That's what this one is today. You can only use units for this faction, so it's a lot harder because you have a much less pool of things to choose from. I'm stuck at 8 here. I can't get past stage 8. But you know, one day I just gotta make you get better gear, get a better unit in this set. So we'll see one day. But this doesn't take very long either. Do the faction trial. The Infernal factions, I don't have many units for this faction. Definitely one of my weaker dudes. But the same principle applies with the 3 times stat thing. Looking at my tank down here that's getting wailed on, I think I might not have gear in him, but that's probably okay. It's very possible that he is actually actively naked right now. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Looks like it won't be an issue for today. That's what I mean by the 30%. It makes it like so hard to fail, even if I accidentally made a guy naked, you know. So there's that. Okay, that's done. Let's go back to camp. Okay. And we have 2 other quests left. We have level up a hero. So these are all my heroes I have. Level anyone 3 times could be like leveling her 3 times. I don't probably have enough. I guess I have enough to max her. I'll just max her. Boom. I was working on her anyway. And there's that done. Last thing is perform a summon. So I actually have, this is the event for this weekend. So there's a 2 times for blues, a 2 times for yellows, then also a 15 times for blues and yellows for these specific champions, which means if you were to pull an epic or legendary, there's a 15% chance you'll get one of them. So like it's as if their name is thrown in the hat an extra 15 times. But I'm good on all that. I could see actually with the mercy system, it's all very above board for showing what stuff's there. For the mercy, I actually just got the only person I gave a shit about. So which was the plant lady. So you could see in my pity summoning pool. I just got her. So I'm done with that. But these I can still pull for. Hopefully this goes at least purple here. And it is not. Alright, cool. A regular rare. I will accept. That's the daily done. And there's all my dailies. So now there's one little event going on for these cogwheel things. We just get to like spin the wheel, but you could just hit skip animation and then just do it fast like this. So there's all that free stuff, there's all that free stuff, and there's the last of the free stuff. You claim a little chest and boom. There's our 26 cogwheels done. Looks like I completed a fragment for something. For a shard. A mythic thing. Yeah, I have partial shards sitting in the bank here. But yep, I think that's basically it. This is the battle pass thing. And there's some free stuff in that, and then yeah, that's all my dailies. That's the end of my daily activities. So really what I would do here is I would end our multi-battle lead running, do a quick sell of all the gear that I have that's not on my recommended list, which you could change to like import different settings. Like I don't want this gear with this settings, you know, just to hide the shitty gear. So literally nothing was saved from the gear there. It was all cold, but I got some stuff, right? And then if I have excess energy, because your energy recoups throughout the day, I would basically want to spend it on something, right? Because then it's going to passively come back. So I'll just hit this artifact material raid, hit it to go in the background. I'm going to use some of my friend points I had to make some more energy. I hit start, and then I literally would minimize the game at this point. And that's it. That's the end of my daily activities. I've done everything I'm going to do in the day. The video is now 20 minutes long. If I wasn't explaining stuff, it would be done 5 minutes faster, right? But that's it. I've done my daily activities. There's weekly stuff you could do. I could spend maybe a half hour here or there on each day and do all of that. But that's all she wrote. I've done my stuff. So that's what a day in the life of this game looks like for me, and that's how much time it takes. Pretty minimal, huh? And like I'll check it throughout the day. You know, like in an hour I'll check this this thing. And if you want to leave your computer running, you can turn on power saving mode. Same on your phone. It'll just like be a minimal background thing. But yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm Matt Lighty. This is a day in the life of Watcher Realms for me. Pretty minimally intrusive. Not sponsored by the game at all, but I just play it and it's fun for me with how I play it. So that's it. Okay, bye.